Welcome to this week's Rating Room quiz. This is where I test Andy's knowledge on this week's film. It's time to buckle up and get those thinking caps on. Andy, are you ready?
I'm ready. Pen at the ready, pad at the ready. I'm going to write down these statements and I'm going to get 100% this week. Mark my words.
Ooh, big words there, Andy. I've marked them. So, as usual, 4 statements, 2 are false, 2 are correct. So, straight away, I'm going to get straight into it, Andy. I'm assuming listeners have heard all my preamble before. So, first statement, all the principal actors, except for Matt Damon, underwent several days of grueling army training. Damon was spared so that the other actors would resent him and would convey their feeling in their performances. Second statement. When Captain Miller tells the rest of the unit what he does for a living back home, his speech was much longer in the original script. However, Tom Hanks felt that his character wouldn't have said so much about himself, and he told director Steven Spielberg so. Spielberg agreed, and the speech was shortened. Third statement. The Omaha beach scene was shot several miles from the original boat landings. The producers were unable to secure filming rights to the historic significance of the actual beach. Vin Diesel was a struggling actor and, more importantly, a friend of Steven Spielberg. Steven Spielberg cast Vin Diesel in the film as a favour and covered the actor's expenses. Vin Diesel was only paid £10,000 for this film. Well, I say only, Andy. I wouldn't mind being paid £10,000 for a film appearance. So they're the 4 statements, Andy. Which 2 are correct and which are false?
I wouldn't even do the Rating Room podcast for less than £10,000. All believable statements. I think you've done really well this week, Jay. And to be honest, I have no internal knowledge or I've done no research. I'm purely guessing here. So I'm going to say statement 1 is false. I think Matt Damon would have been included, although it's a plausible explanation. I am going to say that one's false. I'm going to say that statement 2 is true. I think the Miller character is quite reserved and private, so probably wouldn't go into a whole big speech, so that makes sense. I'm going to say that statement 3 is also true. Yeah, historical significance. I think maybe it's a protected site. I don't know. I'm just purely guessing here. And for no other reason that by process of elimination, that means statement 4 is false. And Vin Diesel, a friend of Steven Spielberg? I'm not so sure about that. But I'm going false, true, true, false.
So, Andy, I'm not going to beat around the bush. You got 50% this week. So,
respectable. I'm okay with that.
I thought you frozen, Andy. You look very stern at me there.
Yeah,
I was
I always
terrified.
strive for perfection, but sometimes you got to give a win to the little guy.
Oi, I was editing the video of one of our recent episodes, Andy, and you got a Neil Poit in that episode.
I've had a couple this series. Yeah, it's been a difficult second season.
Yeah, Tom Hanks is your bogeyman. Anyway, so I do have a bit more extra bit of information for this. So the first one, Matt Damon was spared the going through the grueling army training because they wanted the actors to resent him. So that was a true statement. You were correct in terms of the second one, in terms of Tom Hanks shortening the speech. The Omaha beach scene was filmed in Ireland, so it wasn't just on up the beach. It wasn't just on up the original boat landings in France. And Vin Diesel, we got this one right. He wasn't paid £10,000. I don't know whether he's a friend of Steven Spielberg, but I do remember actually that Steven Spielberg apparently seen Vin Diesel in another role, and he was paid £100,000.
Which is the same rate as we get on the Rating Room, isn't it? If only. One day we can dream.
We can dream. So 50%. Well done, Andy.
same